This is why POTS is one of the easiest diagnoses in our program to turn around fast and early in the program. No one is treating POTS this way as an autoimmune issue with underlying root causes.
Because I'm curious, I'm seeing so many people comment, Dr. Maggie. How common would you say this issue is of having POTS and all these symptoms?
So in the literature, if you look at it, if you look in the conventional medical world, it's apparently a really rare, super rare autoimmune, non-autoimmune, super rare disorder
Mm.
affecting very small percentage of the population. Well, really? Because here's the thing, if it was really that rare, how many of you wouldn't be commenting the hell out of this? You guys have been commenting up the wazoo under our social media posts around this. This is a big problem. But if they don't know how to diagnose it and they don't know how to treat it, it doesn't really exist. So, in my experience dealing with autoimmune patients with autoimmunity, at least 40 to 50% of you, and I do this. I ask people when I'm teaching a mastermind call, how many of you dealing with ABCD symptoms, and how many of you been diagnosed with POTS? At least 50% of people will raise their hand every single time.
Mhm.
So, I know as a fact that at least 50% of people with autoimmunity have POTS and POTS related type symptoms. Okay. They may not qualify for that official diagnosis, but they got it, which then goes back down to root causes. Hi, I'm Maggie, UMD, and I'm a functional and holistic medicine physician and the creator of the Transform and Transform protocol. If you're interested in learning what are the root causes of all chronic disease, go ahead and click the link in the description where I have a power pack 30-minute training that goes over what are the 5 pillars of Transform. Go ahead, click the link, and I'll see you in that training. Why is this so common for people with autoimmunity? Let's shred this, everybody. How many of you guys watching this is resonating with you and it's like ding, 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 ringing a bell? Is there an aha moment in what I just said? Let's talk about underlying, why do people with autoimmunity get so much POTS? Well, because whatever is causing POTS, could it be a target of autoimmune attack? Because think about this. I'm going to tell you guys in general terms. There's actually an enzyme in your brainstem that is responsible for creating a chemical for balance. Okay. Over 50% of autoimmune disease, when you test for that particular enzyme, have antibodies, which means autoimmune attack against that destination, that target. So if you're attacking the enzyme that's producing a substance necessary for balance, wouldn't you be dizzy?
Yes. And this goes back to perhaps what you were saying at the beginning about car sickness as well.
So what they have found out is that one of the most common symptoms of people carrying this antibody is actually car sickness, being seasick all the time, right? And so I'm just going to tell you right now, all of you guys with POTS symptoms, all of you with autoimmunity, how many of you get really easily car sick? How
Yeah.
many of your kids get easily car sick? You likely have this antibody, which means you are autoimmune attacking that enzyme that's causing this problem. And they actually have found that with people with autoimmunity, this particular antibody exists in at least like 60-70% of people with autoimmunity are positive for an autoimmune attack against this enzyme.
And so when I'm hearing this, and a lot of people at home are hearing this and they're thinking, oh, well, should I go get tested for that?
Well, I can tell you right now, at least 70% of you, if not more, is already positive. Right? So what if you get tested for this? You already know you have this problem because you got the symptoms. So for me, it's like, and I mean, so many people are just like, I'm going to go spend $1 million workup to get every antibody on the planet possibly tested on the planet. The issue is that you're going to 70% of you are going to come back positive. The answer is still, so what? How are you going to end it? I
Mhm.
am totally against a diagnostic merry-go-round, wasting more of your time, your resources.
When you
Okay.
can just fix the problem.
Correct, because here's the thing, like there are multiple causes, but can there be an autoimmune attack against that enzyme? Yes. Can there be an autoimmune attack against some of the nerves that's innervating the inner ear? The inner ear is responsible for balance. Can that be a different mechanism that causes you to be dizzy or car sick all the time? That's also a mechanism. Can there be an autoimmune attack against your hormone making organs like your adrenals, which is actually responsible for heart rate, blood pressure, metabolism? And people with really compromised adrenals don't have the ability to raise their blood pressure and adjust their blood pressure as a result of positional change. Therefore, they get symptoms. There's another mechanism. I know I'm going through this really fast, and there's a lot of scientific stuff going on, but I want to make sure you guys clearly understand I know what the hell causes it. And it's
Mhm.
not one thing. There's actually probably about 60 different ways with which an autoimmune issue can actually trigger symptoms related to POTS. And I just told you 3.
Well, and perhaps even more impactful, not only do you know what causes it, but you know how to address it.
And that's the whole point, right? I'm not asking you to go get another diagnostic merry-go-round workup. I don't even care if you get a tilt table test or not. If you have these symptoms and you have autoimmunity, let's talk about what's underlying root causes in our 5 pillars protocol. So when I think about the 5 pillars of transform, every single pillar has something that really addresses the underlying root causes of POTS, which brings me back to this is why POTS is one of the easiest diagnoses in our program or symptoms in our program to turn around fast and early in the program, because the root causes of autoimmunity in our 5 pillars protocol addresses every root cause underlying POTS. Hi, and thank you for watching this video. If you're interested in actively looking for a solution to your problem and you'd like to work with us, I'm going to invite you to go ahead and click the link in the description to book a chat with our team. What that's going to do is it's going to bring you to a calendar, pick a time that's going to suit your needs best. It's going to be about a 15-minute phone call. After you book that call, there's going to be a link to a short questionnaire, and that's really important for you to fill out because it's for us to get to know you better and helps us to better prepare to make the most of our time together. After you fill out the short application, it's going to take you to a page where there's a couple resources. What I want you to do is go ahead and click 2 of those and watch those 2 trainings. They're going to really best prepare you for your phone call with us to make the best use of our time together. I and my team look forward to talking to you to learn more about you, to see if we are indeed a good fit to work together. Thank you.